Now let us see the difference between the melting and vaporization. Okay, what happens during melting and what happens during vaporization. Okay, this is what we will discuss today. Fine. We all know the definition of melting, isn't it? What happens in melting? Our solid is becoming liquid. Yes, solid becoming liquid is called melting. Okay, so here what happens is, the first point that you have to remember is, in this case the particles gain energy. The particles gain energy, guys. Okay, so when does a solid becomes liquid? On heating, no? On heating, when you heat a solid, then only it can become into liquid. Okay, so when you imagine, I have a solid here. Okay, this is a beaker, I have certain solid. Okay, and I am heating it. So what happens is, solid in the sense, you have a particles can be atoms, ions, or molecules. Whatever may be the particles, they will take up the heat energy. Okay, so each and every molecule gains energy. Which energy they will gain? Heat energy they will gain. Okay, heat energy they will gain. Every molecule gains, that means it takes heat energy from outside. Okay, so after taking heat energy, what happens is, that heat energy whatever molecule is taking, no, that energy is called potential energy. Okay, so what do you mean by potential energy? The heat energy, okay, gained by every particle of solid is called potential energy. Okay, potential energy, remember this word, potential energy. Okay, so whatever you are heating, no, okay, every particle will take up that heat energy, and that heat energy will be stored in a particle, and we call it as potential energy. Okay, potential energy. Okay, and what happens is, after taking this potential energy, we all know that there are very small spaces between the particles. Yes or no? What does this spaces called? Interparticle spaces. Okay, and the interparticle spaces becomes more and more. Previously solid has very less interparticle spaces, no? Now that interparticle spaces will become more and more. So what happens here? Interparticle spaces increases. Okay, you will start observing, initially solid has very less spaces. Now after heating, the spaces between the particles will increase. Okay, so if the spaces between the particles increases, attractive force that is present between the particles decreases, no? In the previous videos, I have explained, when there is a smaller space between the particles, attractive forces between the particles always decreases. Okay, so next point, what you will have to write here? Interparticle attraction. Interparticle attractions decreases. Okay, this is a very important point, guys. These two are very important. So whenever you heat a solid, what will happen? Each and every particle will take up that heat energy, gains that heat energy, which we call it as potential energy. Okay, as the potential energy of a molecule increases, what will happen, guys? Interparticle spaces also increases and interparticle attractions decreases. Okay, so if the interparticle spaces increases and interparticle attractions decreases, it is no more called as a solid. Yes or no? It has been converted into something else. What is that something else? Liquid. Okay, so it is no more a solid now. It is slowly getting converted into liquid form. Okay, and what do you mean by a melting point here? Okay, what do you mean by a melting point? Melting point is that temperature. Okay, so whenever you have to melt, you are heating, no? Okay, heating in the sense gradually you are increasing the temperature. So melting point is that temperature. Okay, it is that temperature, okay, at which particles become free, at which particles become free, particles become free. Okay, when particles become free, our solid is getting converted into liquid. Okay, so melting point is that temperature at which particles present in a solid is set free. They have become completely free because spaces have decreased. Okay, attraction spaces have increased, attractions have decreased, so particles have become free. So finally that particular solid is converted into liquid. Okay, so these are the points you need to remember about melting. Okay, now let us talk about vaporization. So what do you mean by a vaporization? Liquid Vaporization means liquid getting converted into gas, no? Okay, when does a liquid gets converted? This is a liquid, imagine this is a water. Okay, I am heating it. Okay, so what happens? The molecules or the particles present in this liquid will take up heat energy. Here also the particles are gaining energy. Okay, here also what is happening? Particles gain energy. Okay, and what is that energy called? Potential energy. Okay, particles are taking that potential energy. So here also what will happen? Same thing, interparticle spaces are increasing. Okay, if interparticle spaces are increasing, interparticle attractions, what will happen, guys? Decreases. Okay, if you find more and more spaces between the particles, attractions become lesser and lesser. Okay, so once the spaces are becoming once the space is increasing, attraction is decreasing, then it is no more called as a liquid, no? That means the liquid has converted into gas. Okay, and here what do you mean by a boiling point? Here we will have some important word called boiling point. So what do you mean by boiling point? It is that temperature at which particles become free. Particles of what? Particles of liquid become free. Okay, so when the particles of liquid become free, finally that liquid state will get converted into vapor state. Liquid state will get converted into vapor state. Okay, so if they ask you what do you mean by a boiling point, what is your answer? It is that temperature you are heating, no? So at particular temperature your particles of liquid will become entirely free. Okay, then once they become free, then you are actually telling it is no more a liquid, it is completely converted into vapor form. Okay, so this is what about melting and vaporization. And now we will move for the liquefaction and solidification. Okay. You know, liquefaction can also be called as liquefaction or condensation also. It has two other names, no need to worry. Liquefaction or condensation is one and the same here. Okay, liquefaction also you can call. Fine. So what do you mean by liquefaction? Vapor, that is gas or vapor, okay, becoming liquid is called as liquefaction. So when does a gas can be converted into liquid? On cooling, guys, remember this, on cooling. Okay, so when you slowly decrease the temperature of a gas at one fine temperature, the gas will get converted into liquid. Okay, fine. And whenever you cool a gas, you know, the particles loses energy. The particles of gas, okay, here they loses energy. What energy they lose? You know, they would be having a particular potential energy, no? Each and every particle, it will have certain energy. We call it as potential energy. When a particle is moving, no, then that moving energy is called kinetic energy. There is a difference between potential energy and kinetic energy. Okay, when a particle is moving energy is kinetic energy. Okay, whenever a particle is stagnant, you know, stationary, then also it will have a certain energy within it. That energy is called potential energy. Okay, so here what happens, whenever you cool a vapor, the potential energy will be liberated in the form of heat. Okay, so particles always loses energy. Which energy they will lose? Potential energy is lost. Potential energy is lost. Okay, lost in the form of heat, guys. Okay, so in the form of heat, the particles are losing their existed energies. Okay, so this is what happens whenever you cool a gas. Okay, whenever you cool a gas, particles are losing energy, and whenever you heat, particles gain energy. Remember, fix this point in the mind. Okay, so whenever you heat, what happens? Particles gain energy, and that energy is stored in the form of potential energy. Okay, and whenever you cool, okay, particles loses energy. These 2 points of difference is very important to remember. Okay, whenever you heat something, you know, the particles present in that matter always gains energy, and it will be stored, and that stored energy we will call it as potential energy. Okay, and whenever you cool, particles already would be having some energy with them, no, some certain some amount of potential energy, and that will be lost in the form of heat. Okay, so these 2 differences is important. Whenever you heat, gaining of energy takes place. Whenever you cool, losing of energy takes place. Okay, so you are cooling it here, so the particles are losing their energy. Okay, so once they lose energy, what happens is intermolecular spaces decreases between the particles. Okay, say for example, so what will happen? Next point you have to remember is interparticle spaces decreases. Whenever you cool something, interparticle spaces, that means, see, imagine this is a gas. No, initially there were lots of spaces between the gas, and now what will happen? The spaces decreases. Okay, so interparticle spaces decreases. If interparticle spaces decreases, what will happen? Interparticle attraction increases. Interparticle attraction increases. Remember. Okay, and now what do you mean by liquefaction point? Okay, liquefaction point is that temperature. It is that temperature. Cooling, see, 0 degree, -4 degree, it's a cooling. It's also a kind of temperature. We represent it in the form of temperature. Yes or no? So it is that temperature at which particles become closer. Okay, particles become closer. That is called liquefaction point. Okay, so liquefaction in the sense cooling. So what you are cooling? Gas. Gas when cooled, it becomes liquid. During cooling, what can be observed? You will observe the loss of energy. Which is that energy? Potential energy is lost in the form of heat. Okay, in the form of heat, that energy will come outside. And whenever you cool a vapor or gas, you know, the spaces in the gas you have observed, like in the previous videos I have said that you will have lots of spaces between the particles. That space decreases. Okay, if the spaces decreases, what will happen? Attraction between the particles increases. Okay, and finally you need to remember about liquefaction point is that temperature at which particles are becoming closer and closer. When the particles are becoming closer and closer, it is no more called as gas, right? It has been converted into something else. And what is that something else? Liquid. Okay. So this is all about liquefaction. And now coming to the solidification. So what do you mean by a solidification? Liquid becoming into solid. So when does a liquid can become solid? On cooling. On cooling, no? So what happens when you cool something? The particles loses. Which particles? Liquid particles. Liquid particles loses energy. Loses energy. Which energy they are losing? Potential energy they are losing. Energy is lost in the form of what? Energy is lost in the form of heat. Okay, fine. So here also what is observed? Interparticle spaces decreases. Interparticle spaces decreases. We all know in a liquid you have certain gaps. Okay, gaps are not very much big, but still you have certain gaps. And now what will happen? Spaces decreases much more. See, the spaces decreases much more. Whenever you cool particles. Okay. And the next point you need to remember is whenever the interparticle spaces are decreasing, what will happen? Interparticle attractions increases. Okay. Interparticle attractions increases. Interparticle attractions increases. Okay. And finally, what do you mean by solidification point? Solidification point. What do you mean by solidification point? Say you're cooling it. That means you are decreasing the temperature. So at particular temperature, that is, this is the temperature. This is that temperature at which the particles move very close. So whenever the particles which were having certain gaps between them move very close, then it is no more a liquid. It has been converted into something else. So what is that something else? Solid. Okay. So such a temperature at which particles move very close, and finally our liquid has converted into solid at that particular temperature. Such a temperature we will call it as solidification point. Okay, fine. And now what do you mean by sublimation? I have shown you a demonstration. Okay, it is that temperature at which what is happening? The solid is getting converted into gas. Okay, so the solid, whenever you heat, it gains lots and lots of heat energy, and finally without getting converted into liquid, straight away it gets converted into gaseous form, and such a process we will call it as sublimation. And what do you mean by sublimation point here? It is the point or the temperature at which when a solid gets completely converted into vapor is called sublimation point. Okay, fine. So in the next video we will go for discussing law of conservation of mass, which is very important for whole of chemistry. Okay, thank you.